Pralka. My reach number 212H1A3072. Now I am discussing about the exceptions. Exception handling in Java is one of the effective means to handle the runtime errors so that the regular flow of application can be preserved. Java exception handling is a mechanism to handle runtime errors such as class not found exception, IO exception, SQL exceptions and remote exception, etc. First, what is an exception? An exception is an unwanted or unexpected event which occurs during the execution of a program. That is, at runtime, the disruption the normal flow of the program instruction. Exception can be caught and handled by the program. When an exception occurs within a method, it creates an object. This object is called the exception object. It contains information about the exception, such as the name and description of the exception and the state of the program when the exception occurred. An exception can occur for many reasons. Some of them are: first, invalid user input; second one, device failure; third one, loss of network connection; fourth one, physical limitations out of disk memory; fifth one, code errors; sixth one, operating an unavailable file. Next, what is an error? Errors represent irrecoverable conditions such as Java Virtual Machine (JVM), running out of memory, memory leaks, stack overflow errors, library incompatibility, infinite recursion, etc. Errors are usually beyond the control of the programmer, and we should not try to handle errors. Error as exception. Error. An error indicates a serious problem that is a reasonable application should not try to catch. Exception. Exception indicates conditions that a reasonable application might try to catch. Exception hierarchy. All exception and error types are subclasses of class throwable, which is the base class of the hierarchy. One branch is headed by exception. This class is used for exception conditions. Another branch, error, is used by the Java Runtime System, JVM, Java Virtual Machine, indicate errors having to do with the runtime environment itself. Stack overflow error is an example of such an error. Exception flowchart, object throwable, exception versus error. Exception. Checked exceptions. Example, input output or compiler time exception. Error, virtual machine error, accession error. Types of exceptions. Java defines several types of exceptions that relate to its various class libraries. Java allows users to define their own exceptions. Types of exceptions. There are two types of exceptions: user defined exceptions, built-in exceptions. Built-in exception. There are two types: checked exception, unchecked exception. Second one, user defined exception. First, built-in exception. Built-in expressions are the expressions that are available in Java libraries. These expressions are suitable to explain certain error situations. Checked exceptions. Checked exceptions are called compile time expressions because these expressions are checked at compile time by the compiler. Unchecked exceptions. The unchecked exceptions are just opposite to the checked expressions. The compiler will not check these exceptions at compile time. It's simple words: if your program throws an unchecked exception, and even if you did not handle or declare it, the program would not give a compiler error. User-defined exceptions. Sometimes the built-in exceptions in Java are not able to describe a certain situation. In such cases, users can also create exceptions, which are called user-defined exceptions. The advantage of exception handling in Java are as follows. First one, provision to complete program execution. Second one, easy identification of program code and error handling code. Third one, propagation of errors. Fourth one, meaningful error reporting. Fifth one, identifying error types. Thank you.